Okay, so today's lesson, we're going to talk about hand releases. And most of the time in martial arts class, the hand releases are taught as a self-defense technique. And it's a perfect example of teaching out of context. So what I mean by that is this. So he does the same side grab. You got the hands? So there's these various ways of removing your hands out of a grip. So oftentimes you will see like women in self-defense classes get taught things like this. Somebody grabs you, you pull your hand out and you run away. Or in martial arts classes, they'll teach things like this, where they'll pull it out, they'll hit, they'll get an arm bar, they'll do a throw, etc., etc., etc. And it can work, right? But it's taught out of context. If he grabs my hand and he's stronger than me, there could be an issue here. There's no issue here. Okay? If he grabs on this side, he grabs my hand. Look at this. I can, right? Or he grabs, cross grabs. Groin kick, knee stomp, hit. I don't care that he has my hand. Why get into an unnecessary struggle that could possibly devolve into a muscle contest? So what is it originally for? Now, since this is a public video, I don't want to go into a lot of detail and show people who might see this and have bad motivations and help them do something, that I don't want to be a part of, if you know what I'm saying. But a brief example. I don't care if he holds my hand here, because I can still do stuff to him. But if I have a blade and he's stopping the stab, you see, then maybe I need, maybe I need to take the knife off, you see, to continue cutting. Or if he grabs and he tries to punch me, you see the knife? Stay there for a second. You see the knife? Once again, real slow on this. You see this motion? So if I look at an empty hand version of this, right? He can grab me, I can step, take my hand up like this. It pulls the hand out. Okay, so just leave your hands out, right? You see this motion? I can take my hands off. But in reality, it's, you see, it's for the continuation of the blade. Crossing grab this, for example. See this? Fillet. Other hand. See? Or you have a technique like this, right? And it'll turn into a wrist lock. If you have a blade, look, right up into him, you see? Just like this. Or if it comes to the outside like this, just pressing it down and in. You see? Easy to continue in. Next punch comes. You got a knife, you don't care, you see? So when you see hand releases taught as self-defense, it can work, but it's taken out of context. It's more for the continuation of the blade. He blocks me, the other side. He blocks me like this, you see? Look at the continuation. If he did like he did before, the other hand. You see? It's a hand release, right? but it's for the continuation of the blade. Now if you're an advanced martial artist and you know a lot of different techniques and you've proven to yourself that you could do those under pressure, then you could do things like he grabs my hand. You could do things like this and bring him under control and whatnot. But if that's off just a little bit, he can muscle out of it. So it takes a good minute to get good enough at that to where you can put it on every single time. When you're at that level, you can start thinking about doing stuff like that. But if you took a 10-course self-defense class, somebody grabs you here, kick their knee, bend it, see?
Yeah, bend it,
Straighten it, yeah. Kick their knee, or groin kick. You see what I'm saying? 2 hands on one. Instead of doing stuff like this, just punch him until he lets go. Then just punch him. Boom, whatever. Don't get caught up in the tug of war. Don't try to, hang on tight. Don't fall into this thing where you're going like, I'm free, I'm going to run. What's he going to do?
Chase.
So, a lot of things are taken out of context in your typical martial arts class. Everything originally came from combat. Combat is always with a weapon when you're talking about war or real life and death fighting. And so all martial arts are weapons based. Even if you don't see the weapon's always there here. There's always more than one person, and they always have a weapon.